Picture talking to a woman at a cafe or a party. She's stunning, smart, and clearly has her life together. You're hitting it off with her, but something keeps her at a distance from you. You try the usual tricks like small talk, compliments, even a few clever jokes, but none of it seems to make a dent. Has this ever happened to you? And if that sounds familiar to you, guess what? That frustration you feel is common, and it's not your fault at all. The truth is, most guys are taught the wrong thing, and so they are playing the game entirely the wrong way. And here's the mistake that most guys make. They're trying to impress a woman's logical brain when the real prize is her emotions. And that's exactly why Shogun Method exists, to teach you how to flip the script and tap into her feelings instead of her logical mind. At the heart of Shogun Method is a concept we call the female submission trigger. Unlike some stupid PUA technique, it's not psychological trickery or a cheesy pickup line. Shogun Method practitioners know it as the ultimate key to bypass a woman's defenses by penetrating her psyche emotionally, not logically. If you've been in the game for some time, you know that being nice or understanding with a woman gets you absolutely nowhere. Here's the thing. They've downright lied to you. I mean, you've followed everything they tell you to do, to open up, to listen, and to be her shoulder to cry on. And yet instead of submitting to you, she's out there banging some Chad who does the opposite of what everyone tells you to do. So what's the deal here? What's Chad doing that you're not? For one, there's a high chance that he's using Shogun Method on her. When most guys try to pick her up, they use tactics that speak to her conscious mind. And our hero Chad knows too well that the female conscious mind has nothing to do with attraction at all. As you'll learn in Shogun Method, a woman's emotional and sexual desire lives in her subconscious, not conscious mind. So, what a man needs to do to seduce a woman is to bypass her conscious mind and hit her subconscious directly. This is the part that most guys never get. That's why they keep spinning their wheels, wondering why women seem attracted to other guys who may not even be trying. And that's where the Shogun Method comes in. It gives you the roadmap to reach that emotional core, to pull her in and keep her there like an emotional slave. With Shogun Method, you're stuck in her mind like a leech, sucking every drop of her attention and emotion until it's downright impossible for her to think of anything or anyone else. Because here's the thing, when you deploy the submission trigger correctly, you're no longer just another guy in the crowd. You're the only one she feels she could open up to, and she won't even realize why. As a Shogun Method practitioner, you're engaging her emotions on a level that bypasses all the logic filters in her conscious mind that block other guys, but not you. You're special in a way her mind can't explain, and this both intrigues and enthralls her like nothing else in the world. And the female submission trigger doesn't stop there. To make her desire for you irreversible, the Shogun Method practitioner follows up the female submission trigger with classic fractionation. This is the standard Shogun Method emotional roller coaster that turns a woman's fleeting interest into deep attachment with a man, leading to emotional enslavement. And here's how you would fractionate a woman. First, you tease her with a playful joke, and she laughs. She builds rapport with you and feels safe and comfortable, letting her guard down. Then, you say something unexpected, something personal or revealing, catching her off guard. Her emotions spike from this unpredictable line. Then, you switch back to light teasing, keeping her hooked all along. That back and forth is the core of Shogun Method style fractionation. I crafted this mind control technique to create highs and lows in her emotional state, with every interaction leaving her wanting more from you. To the untrained eye, this is chaos, but to the Shogun Method practitioner, it's 100% under control. And it's exactly what I teach in Shogun Method at shogunmethod.com. The precise way to guide a woman's emotions so she naturally gravitates toward you. In the end, she thinks she's choosing you out of her own free will, but she'll never understand how you orchestrated everything like a puppet master. You're pulling her strings, and yet she doesn't even realize it. Here's a story. I once worked with a guy who was struggling to connect with a woman he really liked. He tried being charming, attentive, even a little romantic, but nothing clicked. Then I taught him how to implement the submission trigger plus fractionation stack, and here's what happened next. The first week, he followed the steps like a blueprint. Small, playful teasing, followed by brief emotional dips, then moments of genuine connection. Within days, She was opening up about her fears, her dreams, her frustrations. She was sharing with him things she hadn't shared with anyone else. By the third week, she was actively seeking his attention, hanging on his every word like he was the Messiah. That's the power of orchestrating emotional roller coasters with precision. It's not about tricks, it's about using her natural emotional wiring to trigger sexual and emotional desire. With Shogun Method, you'll never guess. Instead, you'll know what moves to make and when to make them. Okay, we're coming to the end of this video, so here are the 3 key takeaways. 1. To break down a woman's emotional defenses, use the Shogun Method female submission trigger. 2. To deepen her attraction and move into the enslavement territory, pull her into a controlled emotional roller coaster with fractionation. Keep her emotionally invested while creating highs, lows, and moments she can't predict. And 3. Use the structure and guidance of Shogun Method to execute this with precision. Do these 3 things, and she's not just interested in you. Instead, she'll be emotionally addicted to you, and that's the end game. Once she reaches the emotional enslavement stage in the Rake model, you'll become unforgettable in her mind. To learn more about the Rake model, go to iramodel.com and download the free book. Now listen carefully. What we've covered here is just a taster, a teaser for the real thing. Fractionation and the submission trigger are powerful tools, but they're only a minor part of the entire Shogun Method system. I'm careful not to expose Shogun Method because here's the truth. This knowledge is not for everyone. This sounds horrible, and yet I must say it. Most guys behave like total losers, and that's why they deserve to fail. They keep looking for a silver bullet when there's no such thing. So, here's some straight talk for you. If you want to keep playing small, keep getting rejected and kicked into the friend zone, then you don't deserve Shogun Method. Look around the Shogun Method Brotherhood at shogunmethod.net, and you'll see guys who've got the guts, the nerve, and the determination to step into something few men ever experience. And if you see yourself among these men, then this is your chance. Join the Shogun Method Online Masterclass at fractionation.org. Here, we'll go deeper than any YouTube video could, showing you how fractionation works in full and giving you the entire system to master emotional submission and control. So, if you're ready to stop playing small and start making real, lasting change, go to fractionation.org now. Watch the Shogun Method Online Masterclass. Learn the methods. Apply the system. Enjoy the results. Remember, this isn't just about women. It's about stepping into a masculine version of yourself that commands attention, respect, and desire. If you're ready, go now to fractionation.org. If not, well, life goes on, but expect nothing extraordinary to come from it. Truly, I say to you, Shogun Method separates the men from the boys. Fractionation.org.